I'm Michelle. I'm a senior here at AU this year, and I have something called scoliosis, which means that my spine is curved in ways that it's not supposed to be. And I've known about it all my life. I got to wear a back brace for 3 years in high school. It was like a plastic corset, and it was really fun. And at some point after my freshman year of college, I was told that I needed to have surgery to correct it because it was getting really bad. So in the summer of 2009, in June, I went to Chicago, Northwestern University, and I had back surgery. I built it and I'll tear it down. They straightened out my spine. That was a pretty big deal. I was on the table for 9 hours. It was a long thing. And so when I woke up, I was 2 inches taller and about 55 degrees straighter than I was when I got there. And obviously I was in a lot of pain. It was a long week. I was in the hospital for exactly 7 days, Friday to Friday. And while I was there, my parents were wonderful. They stayed with me the whole time. My mom was there throughout the day, and my dad stayed up with me every single night I was there. He sat in a chair by my bed because I literally couldn't do anything by myself. I couldn't get up, I couldn't move around. I needed someone to be there with me at all times. I think my favorite story to remember about that time was actually the night that I got home. It was my first night at home, and my parents had gone to sleep in their room, and I was in my room, and I was really looking forward to letting them actually sleep because I had felt so bad that they had gotten like no sleep the past week. But after about an hour by myself in my room, I realized that I couldn't be there by myself. I needed help because I was in so much pain. So I went to their room, and I told them that I just couldn't sleep and that I needed help because every time I woke up I needed to move, and I wasn't strong enough to do it by myself. So my mom took the first shift, and she slept on my floor next to me. And about 6 in the morning, my dad came in and let her go to sleep. And after we talked for a little bit about how I was feeling, we walked downstairs in my house, and we went to our guest room. There was a futon in there, and pulled it out and decided to try to let me sleep on there to see if the mattress would be better for me. And I remember lying there, and I was on my back, and I was in so much pain. My back was just on fire, and I wanted so much to turn around. I tried to turn around and lay on my side because it gave me some relief, but I wasn't strong enough to hold myself up there. So I'm kind of rocking back and forth and probably crying by this point because I was just so exhausted and in so much pain. So I turned and I laid on my side, and I tried to stay there, and all of a sudden I felt my dad sit down on the futon next to me, and he laid down and he put his back up against mine, and he was facing the other way. So as it turned out, I was laying on my side, and his weight was supporting me in a way that I wasn't able to support myself. And I just remember sitting there and wondering, is this going to work? And then just feeling this wave of relief, and suddenly my pain, I was comfortable in that position, and I just fell asleep for 2 hours, and I hadn't slept that long, all week probably. But I just remember waking up after I had rested and realizing that my dad was just still there with his back up against mine, supporting me because I just wasn't strong enough to hold myself up, and he was strong enough to hold me. And as I got away from that experience and I started to heal and I started to, again, reflect on what had happened to me, I just remember one night really thinking about that and thinking about what a beautiful picture of Christ that was, where in a time when I wasn't strong enough to hold myself up, I literally could not do something. He held me, and he used his strength to support me.